Let it start. All right, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Well, matter of fact, good afternoon. Probably good morning to some of y'all in the mountain and Pacific and Mountain time zone. Afternoon here in the Central and in the East Coast and in the Southern East. This is Let's Draw on Something, episode 12. I am Craig L. Smith II, born and raised in 773, relocated to the 901, and trying my best not to get hurt or to hurt nobody here in the 256. Along with me is your boy Jimmy JSmoove, born and raised in 901. He represented 832. Y'all know how he do, and if you don't, well, sad on you. On this episode today, we're gonna be talking about the NBA playoffs, these East and West Conference Finals. Our picks for the NBA, our picks for the NBA Finals. This bullshit that Kanye West has gotten into, as always. I call it Kanye mess because I don't want to call him what I really want to call him. Because I don't want to mess around and go to YouTube jail. And we just gonna be doing some little random talk here, man. Just be shooting shit, probably what's been on our mind and stuff, what's been going on with us lately in our social and personal lives, but not too much. What's been going on, Jimmy?
Man, I'm live and direct in full effect after 832, man. Y'all already know how I do, but hot ass summer right now up here in Houston. I know summer has not officially been in other cities, but it's fucking summer out here, so it's all good out here. Gonna enjoy the 3 day weekend like I've been doing for the last day and a half. So I'm ready for the NBA Finals to pop off and drop off.
Oh yeah, me too, man. We discussed earlier about how I kind of feel about the NBA Finals. I personally do not want LeBron to go back, and even if he do go, they still gonna lose. Just getting shit. I'm just getting sick and tired of this same thing over and over. It's just like NFL. Everybody get pissed off because who is it? ESPN pick New England. Everybody wants to see New England every year, but you can't get what you always want, because that shit's sickening. Then when somebody else win it, they get pissed off and everything. They'll still talk about New England being in the playoffs. So I just think it's time, man. We just need some fresh faces in the representing the East. I think Boston can do it. They will do it. And I'm going to make a bold prediction. If Boston does not do it, I will buy a LeBron James Cleveland jersey and become LeBron's biggest fan.
But
and that's a lie because that's not going to happen. No, that is not going to happen.
Your motherfucking ass better buy a Cleveland jersey. You said it on air. You got to hold a. You got to be accountable for your actions. So
yeah, but I'll improvise. I'll probably post a pic on Facebook, put a couple photos up of LeBron. The shit ain't got hell. I mean, really right now the way this economy is and the job market is right now. Well, we barely can't afford to buy a jersey, so I'll just post a pic of LeBron and put it on the cover photo and tag you on it and say a deal's a deal. Shit. So that'll hurt my feelings if I do it.
Man, you gotta take responsibility for your actions. So you gotta wear that goddamn LeBron jersey, nigga. You gotta wear that LeBron jersey, or bare minimum, you gotta wear that goddamn Cleveland hat. A hat would be good, nigga.
I buy a Cleveland skull cap because I don't wear baseball caps, man. Trying to keep what's left of my hairline, Because I don't want my hairline looking how LeBron's is looking a while back.
Dude, you need to shave that thing off, man. You need to go shave that hairline off, man.
No, it's good. No, my hairline intact. It ain't receding. No, it's still intact.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure if you like Tommy Sotomayor with a fucked up hairline, you're gonna have to shave that motherfucker off, goddamn.
Ooh, no, sir. No,
You gonna have to shave. Go ahead.
But I'm gonna say this though. I would love to see Boston against Golden State of Houston. Because I think I'm gonna poke fun at somebody here. He be on Fox Sports all the time on Undisputed. His name is Rob Parker. Rob Parker. That's how he talk. And he said, if LeBron loses to a starless Boston Celtics team, this will put a black mark on his legacy. That's how he talks, y'all.
Hold on. Not first of all. No, the fuck it ain't. Because first of all, Boston is fully loaded with probably arguably the best bench in the NBA. You can argue Houston Rockets got the best bench. You can argue Golden State has the best bench. But the thing is, people need to stop talking about this gonna mess up this person's legacy. Like if Golden State lose, this gonna mess up Kevin Durant's legacy. Fuck y'all niggas. Who dictate a fucking legacy? You gonna tell me a motherfucker with a 28-point average a game in his career, his legacy gonna get messed up because he lost to one garbage ass team? Get the fuck out of here, you dumbass motherfuckers who talking that stupid ass, dumbass, goddamn overhyped ass shit out here, man. Come on, get the fuck out of here with these overly sensitive ass announcers up in this motherfucker, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jimmy, I didn't say I agree with him on that. I didn't agree with him on that.
I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the individual that said this because I don't know the guy's name for sure. But he's an asshole. Rob Parker is an asshole for saying some stupid ass, dumb ass, goddamn eyes bucking bullshit like that. His legacy gonna still be intact. When you get through talking, he's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Not only a first ballot Hall of Famer, the motherfucker gonna be remembered. So get the fuck out of here with all that dumb ass shit. I wish people would stop getting overzealous over something that don't need to be overzealous about. People lose. Legends lose. Hell, the LA Lakers wasn't supposed to lose to the Philadelphia 76ers back in '83, but it fucking happened. The Lakers
but I got one better. The 2003-2004 Lakers weren't supposed to lose to the Detroit Pistons.
Exactly. But
but see, here's the thing. Detroit and see that Lakers team had Shaq, Kobe, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton.
Exactly.
Okay. That Detroit team had basically, I don't want to disrespect them like that. Mid-carders that's about to be Hall of Famers. Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rashid can't help himself but get a technical in the first few minutes of the game. Wallace, Lindsey Hunter, Larry Brown is a fucking coach. You had basically these mid-card guys that are now damn near in the Hall of fucking Fame. I know Chauncey Billups is considered for one. Ben Wallace is in it. Pretty soon, maybe. Hey, I won't be surprised if Rashid and Rip Hamilton get in.
Rashid is gonna be a late ballot Hall of Fame because I think the end of his career was pretty sucky. He had a pretty sucky end of his career.
Yeah. But Rip Hamilton though, I mean. But but like I said, with Chauncey Billups though, he called it quits after he tore his Achilles, man. Yeah. Because what he said something didn't feel right, and I think he said he had to get another surgery because it's about to pop on him again.
Yeah.
So I mean that Achilles, man. Let me tell y'all people something. For folks that don't like to go to doctors, we on these damn things about damn near every day. Mine hurt like a motherfucker, so yeah, I'm gonna find me a good orthopedic surgeon. I'm gonna get mine checked because man, the minute mine pop, shit, yeah, I'll go in there at night. I ain't gonna be trying to do much. I heard that's an injury motherfucker don't walk, but I mean, but I don't think it's gonna put a stain on his legacy. And it's me saying about LeBron, that's not gonna put a black mark on his legacy. All it just is that hey, he got beat. Bottom line, that's that on that. Yeah, it ain't no black mark on it or nothing. Because like you said, look at the what was that, the 82-83 Lakers that lost to the fucking 76ers that year. Didn't have no business doing it because that 82-83 Lakers team, what was that, for 2 straight years, they had the best record in the NBA. And they got their ass whooped by Philadelphia 4-1. I think 4-1 or 4-2 in their finals. Then turn around to 2003-2004 Lakers, fully loaded, best record in the West. Best record in the fucking West. Home court advantage all through the damn playoffs. Got their ass whooped by a Detroit team that did not have an all-star until now. No all-stars, period. They got their ass whooped by them 4-1. And then that same championship team damn near beat San Antonio. Took San Antonio the following year to 7 games and lost. So, but it's not gonna put a stain in LeBron's legacy. Okay, let me put it like this. Jimmy, I've gone public and said about I don't like LeBron as a player, but the man LeBron James. Yeah. Away from uniform. Okay, what he's done for community and stuff like that. Better than Michael Jordan. Okay. If that's the case, that 94-95 Bulls team that Michael Jordan was on didn't have no business losing to Orlando. But Ben just said of MJ that following year when they beat the shit out of Orlando 4 games to nothing. And them games were not close, people. Look it up. Them games were not close.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
And Shaq and Penny was pissed off by the time, and Shaq was, I never want to get blown out like that. Hey, you gotta eat humble pie someday. So, but it's not gonna put a black mark in his legacy. Let's just put it like this. Look at guys like Peyton Manning, for example. All them good ass teams he was on in Indianapolis didn't have no business losing. They didn't have no business losing them damn divisional games. They didn't have no business losing to Pittsburgh. They didn't have no business losing who was that? To New England on several occasions. New England had no business losing some games either. But they did. Hey, you can't, can't win them all. So my point is a point counterpoint. I don't want LeBron to be in finals, period, at all, because I would say this live. If he does get in, I'm not watching this shit. I'm done with the NBA. I'm glad the NBA ain't getting my money. They ain't gonna get my time either to watch their pro wrestling books, well scripted entertainment. They're not, people pay their money to see. People pay their money to see guys like the LeBrons, the Westbrooks, the Durants, the Currys, the George Pauls, and all the other stuff. I was a fan until I kept till all this shit been going on. So NBA has definitely, if LeBron make it in, NBA has definitely lost me as a fan. Period. I mean, because period. It's too much entertainment going on. It ain't like it is how it used to be.
Yeah.
Because shit, what happened to all like the marquee matchups? Well, excuse me, y'all. I apologize. And these marquee matchups today, they ain't about shit. I just get tired of it. And then I just wish NBC, because see, when NBC had them games, you didn't have to worry about all that bullshit media coverage, new storyline every week. You got to press it on programming in our mind. No, if it was somebody like Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant and the Lakers are taking on Patrick Ewing and the Knicks. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Howard and so. You didn't hear too much of that shit in the news back in the day about Shaq this, Shaq that, about the matchup all week. Now it's just pressing on. It's just becoming a point, man. It's sickening. Like, fuck. Okay, we get the point. But I don't watch ESPN no more at all, unless it's a good college football game coming on. And matter of fact, I don't watch SportsCenter. But I get tired of looking on my TV every time a SportsCenter come on. Always at the top of the hour, they got to fucking talk about LeBron this, LeBron that, LeBron this, LeBron that. And then about the next hour, they back on the same story again. It's like, okay, what the fuck? We already know LeBron doing this. Is this it? So what? I'm like this here. You cover that story at the top of the hour, leave it the fuck alone. That's it. That's it. So, NBA to me is becoming too WWE like, man. It's like they script shit months in advance. Cause then when LeBron is out of the NBA Finals, what we're gonna hear more about than the NBA Finals? LeBron. Usually probably hear about the NBA Finals in passing. So But like I said, I would love to see Boston in. I think Boston can do it. Brad Stevens, but the Celtics are gonna have to come on with it. The Celtics are gonna come on with it. Celtics should have ended this series in Game 6. Because if I was Brad Stevens, I'd tell Boston, look, anytime we go on the road, we're going to play like we're at home.
Yeah.
And that's his fault right there. Good coach, but it's his fault he's not getting the game plan together with these guys. They're more of a home-based team than they are road-based.
Yeah.
So, and then, like we said, like with Houston and everything, if it does beat Houston and Cleveland, I could see Houston winning if James Harden learn how to fuck calm down. Get that mentality about you my best shoot. Just jack up threes out of anywhere. Jack up threes from South Memphis. I don't care. To Houston, I don't care. If James Harden learn how to calm down and play defense, not when he feels like he needs to play defense all the time. So my pick is Boston and Golden State, but I would like to see Boston and Houston. But either way, Jimmy, you know, like you told me once before, if either Boston or Golden State play them, Boston don't give them hell because they got a better inside game than both of them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with today's NBA, it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's just like, damn. But other than that, man, shit. But like I said, my finals pick, Boston and Golden State. And either if it be Houston and Boston or Houston Golden State, it's going 7.
Yeah.
It's going 7. If it be Cleveland and Houston, or Cleveland Golden State, we already know it's gonna be. We already know Cleveland gonna get beaten probably in 5 or 4.
Yeah.
So.
And when the finals is supposed to, start this Thursday, right?
Next week.
Next week, so they could go give them a whole week off.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm saying next week because if it start Thursday, well, shit, them couple players ain't gonna have time to rest, man. If it start Thursday, because they motherfuckers only got 2 days to rest, shit. And then LeBron crying. Well, hell, that'll probably work with LeBron's advantage. He cry every day. I need rest. I need help. I need this. I need that. Woo, woo, woo. Look, dude, you paying top dollar, what, $3 to $4 million for personalized chefs to fix your food so you can be in perfect shape and form. And you talking about you in the best shape of your life, but you need rest. I need help on my team. I need this and need that. Bro, you feeling it. 34 years old. You feeling it, dude. He feeling it. He can't lie and say he ain't feeling it. He feeling it. I don't care if he spent $2 for the top shelf. Shit. Who cares? Shit. Wish I had this money for me. Shit. If I had to, hell, I'd rather spend about what? $3 to $4 million on groceries and cook food for myself than to pay for a shelf. He pays top dollar for a trainer. He got a Navy SEAL guy as his personal trainer. So what? Big deal. I ain't got a personal trainer. You want to know what my personal trainer is? I got a Life Max dumbbell set that my pastor bought me for my birthday 18 years ago. Man. Shit. Matter of fact, 19 years ago. In fact, shit. Yeah. And still got that. Hell, that's my personal trainer. I don't even pay nobody no money to. And then, all this shit down here, man. Who cares about what LeBron does? I don't want to know all about that shit. Well, LeBron pays $2, $3, $4 million to get his colon clean. Who gives a fuck? Shit. For real. And Jimmy's occupied here. He know I can see him. He's occupied on something. He's doing some research on something. What you got, man?
Okay, the research is the finals will start Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll start Thursday, so that works to the advantage of. If Cleveland wins, it's going to work to their advantage. If Boston wins, it's pretty much going to be even. whoever they play, they're gonna give somebody hell. I'll say Boston. It's gonna be a long series with Golden State. I think that series could go 7. With Houston, I think it go 5 or 6. Houston versus Boston.
Yeah, because it all depends on Chris Paul helping.
Yeah, because of outside shooting. I think outside shooting. I think even if Chris Paul ain't healthy, Houston's outside shooting is gonna supersede anything Boston gonna do. Boston plays defense, which is gonna give them problems, but they leave too many people open versus Houston. You know what I'm saying? That's their issue. But as long as that series, if as long as Houston have home court advantage, keep home court advantage, and Boston don't get a win over in Houston like Golden State do, I think Houston is in control.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I think the West is going to win. Whoever comes out the West.
Yeah, the West going to win regardless. So, and then you said that then you already know what the big storyline will be about with LeBron anyway. Will LeBron leave Cleveland? Here's my answer: maybe. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I say that maybe. You know they got that 8th pick in the draft, right? And I'm kind of skeptical about that 8th pick in the draft. Because see, the last time they had a high pick in the draft when LeBron came back, they drafted Andrew Wiggins, and he immediately got traded to Minnesota. Because LeBron didn't and we all knew LeBron didn't want that man in the team. I mean, that would have been up to Andrew Wiggins' benefit, man, because he could have worked with Kyrie and Andrew,
Yeah.
But I thought, maybe that did a little something to him, because that, as far as like LeBron goes, maybe they can all say that's business. I think that kind of fucked up Andrew a little bit, because that's why I personally want to ask him a question. What is you waiting on? You got a big extension in Minnesota, and you still playing like shit. And Jimmy, I know you said on a couple episodes back, Andrew's still young. Okay, LeBron was still young too, and LeBron was pouring on the points.
But LeBron was the face of the franchise,
and he was the face of the franchise. So Wiggins, and Wiggins, he's supposed to be the face of the franchise in Minnesota. Now he's the third. Well, he's the 5th wheel, so to speak. The highest paid 5th wheel on the team.
But there's so many guys on that team. Their starting 5 averages no less than 17 points a game. You got Jimmy Butler, you got Taj Gibson, you got Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, not Willie Cauley-Stein. Keep those motherfuckers mixed up.
Karl Anthony
Towns. You got loaded depth on the starting lineup. The problem is they have no bench. Their bench sucks.
And they got Jeff Teague.
Yeah, so that's the reason why Houston made easy work of them boys. So he's not the face of the franchise. That was a major difference. When we're talking about a franchise player with LeBron had to do what he needed to do because he was a franchise player. Wiggins is not a franchise player. The guy that's really the franchise player right now, well, the franchise players is Jimmy Butler and Karl Anthony Towns. And there's not a guarantee they're going to stay at Minnesota.
I heard because Minnesota's ownership fucking them up, and I think Tom Thibodeau trying to fight to keep Karl Anthony Towns, man. So I think that from what I read, this is above Tom Thibodeau. Much like the fuck shit what OKC did with James Harden and didn't give us no good explanation.
But I think if you keep Minnesota's core nucleus together, I think they could build a great franchise especially if they're able to keep Karl Anthony Towns, because Karl Anthony Towns is a real center. He can shoot 3-pointers and stuff like that, but he's a physical specimen. Contrary to what Clint Capella did during the playoffs versus him and had a good outing against him. Karl Anthony Towns throughout the year, the regular year, he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be a good pickup for Houston. To have a good third wheel like Karl Anthony Towns, that would take a lot of pressure off Harden and Paul.
But I really think, put it like this: if the Lakers, I'm put it like this: if the Lakers really want to, but you said about with LeBron, you said maybe the top 3 teams in your opinion would be the Lakers.
Yeah.
You said the Lakers, Philadelphia, and Houston, and I already voiced my opinion about that. But here's the thing: I would not be surprised if Magic Johnson make a run to Karl Anthony Towns. Cause he what Lou Ball need. Cause shit, you get Karl Anthony Towns, and then if he fuck around and get LeBron James and LeVar Ball. Let me not talk that idiot up. Lonzo Ball in that squad. Hey, that's a 50-win team right there.
Oh hell yeah, that's a motherfucker of a squad because then the Lakers franchise have been surrounded by the big man. You know what I'm saying? You know, all their championships been won because of a center presence. So
because I'm not sold because see the big knock, but see the big question though, yeah, you know what? Keep Julius Randle though. Move him to the power forward position. Because this is what I do. I have Lonzo at the point guard, but oh shit. I just thought about it. You can't have LeBron and Isaiah Thomas on the same team out. Damn.
They would trade Isaiah.
Yeah. So hypothetically speaking, if they trade, see, I don't know who the other guard would be. You'll have Lonzo running the point. Excuse me again.
Magic will figure it out. Magic has made good decisions up to this point, so he's gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because whatchamacallit, Jeannie Buss have given that dude the absolute control as a GM. So
yeah. Now he basketball operations. He got Kobe's agent as the GM. Ron, I forgot his name. He running the shit, but I don't know who you get to compliment Lonzo Ball, whoever the guard would be for Lonzo. But you'll have Lonzo, another guard, LeBron James at the small forward, Julius Randle power forward, and Karl Anthony Towns at center. You got a hell of a fucking squad.
But Magic has a lot of say so on what goes on. So
and everybody say his word is final. You know, like he had to tell LeVar Ball, hey, when I say go, and then LeVar still got on and told that man he was talking bad about the man. So he knows you don't say shit, knows you don't hear not much about it. And we all knew what type of game LeVar Ball was running. He was just trying to promote his brand, in which certain players never got been waiting about a year and a half, almost 2 years to get their shoes from this man.
Yeah, and that's bad business. I agree. That's bad business on LeVar Ball. And like I said,
you're gonna see him in Payless. I want to see the same shoes in Payless.
And I want to see that dude. I want to see that dude win, but he got to do better. He's gonna have better business. Have to have better business sense, and he's gonna have to. You know, I don't mind him promoting his son, but he's gonna have to tone down on the arrogance and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody. I don't want LeBron James playing with my boy. Ain't nobody gonna play with my boys. I'm gonna say so. Fuck you. This ain't your team though.
Yeah, and the thing is, where LeVar Ball fucked up at is Kobe Bryant was trying to mentor his son, and he said, "I don't need Kobe Bryant." It's like, dude, and I'm not a major fan of Kobe Bryant. I respect what he did for the game and stuff like that. But when you got somebody who's known as the second greatest, third greatest, in the top 5, top 10 of all time, trying to lace your son with game, you sit back and shut the fuck up and let your son listen to what that motherfucker got to say.
And I'm not Kobe said, all right, fuck.
Yeah, you're Kobe Bryant, somebody who's in some cases up there with Jordan a lot to a lot of people. Now he's not up there with Jordan in my opinion, but a lot of the consensus opinion, a lot of people feel like Kobe is the second coming of Michael Jordan. So if you got a guy who's trying to lace your son with game and give him motivation and aspirations and stuff like that, you step back on that. I know you his dad and everything, but you got to step back because sometimes you need a mentor outside of your father. Sometimes your father can't teach you every fucking thing. Sometimes you need an outside person to say, hey, this is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? When Dale Curry had Mark Jackson as the head coach, you know, he stepped back and let Mark Jackson coach his son. You know that Dale Curry don't be in the media like that. And he was a hell of an NBA player.
Yeah, man, they're sitting home. They're chilling, man. He's shit.
And that's what made it easier for Steve Kerr to come in and coach Curry. Only thing he got to tell Curry is let the game come to you. That's the only thing Kerr tells Curry mostly. When Curry having a bad game, he was like, hey, let the game come to you, man.
Yep.
You don't really be telling that dude much of nothing, X's and O's and this and that. He like, hey, let the game come to you. And that's what he does. When the game comes to him, when Curry get them little layups and those little mid-range shots, guess what? Next thing you know, it's gonna be bombs away. It's gonna be Splash Brothers time. So LeVar Ball need to step back, let his son get some motherfucking game to himself, man.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and I'm glad that he's out of the public eye. But I must make this bold prediction. You're gonna be seeing them big baller shoes at the Memphis flea market somewhere. So or on the street or being sold on the street corner. But not at no $300 though.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, but I had a phone call. I'll get them later. But yeah, in other news, I don't know if everybody has heard about it. Kanye mess. It was reported on Willie D. Big shout out to him on his page that Kanye West paid $85,000 for a picture of the late Whitney Houston's bathroom that was filled with drugs and prescription bottles and all that for an album cover for Pusha T. Now, I put that up on Facebook because I gotta say this. Everybody knew what I was talking about. I gotta say this. That to me was really the lowest of the low right there.
Yeah.
It really was. It really was the lowest of the low. I mean, I wouldn't pay that. I mean, and then plus that's disrespecting the family's privacy, man. I don't give a fuck what it was for. You didn't have no business paying no $85,000 for somebody's picture. And then there's a saying that the dead can't come back and take up for themselves and defend themselves. Man, with all the fuck shit he been doing, like about the thing about the comment about slavery and all this other little stuff. Now this shit. I mean, and I was telling somebody about it at work. I agree. I think Kanye, he ain't been right since his mom passed away. His mom died on the operating table. That man ain't been right in the head. You know, he ain't been right. He don't produce. He doesn't produce any good music anymore. I think the last good track he did produce was that song Otis with Jay-Z in the background. He had Otis Redding in the background. That really was it. That's it. And then the song he produced with Busta Rhymes and Q-Tip. That was it. But other than that, him coming out with his own stuff, I heard them last two albums he called himself coming out with ain't never been nothing but pure garbage. But the first two albums he had out, they were good. Early registration and late registration. They were good. So I got both of them. I mean, them was his best works, but his other works, when he started going with this little techno stuff with and all that, I started losing interest. I'm like, why would this man change his sound? But I don't know what to say about Kanye, man.
He a hoe. Let's just he's a cool ass hoe ass motherfucker. And it's something about them Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? They get these dudes fucked up in the head. Look at Trick Bitch Thompson for the fucking Cleveland Stratoliers. He been playing like shit ever since he got with that Kardashian bitch. I mean, it's these dudes, every time they get with them Kardashians or Kardashians, they get in the motherfucking sunken place. And there's something about that ain't seeming right. But with Kanye West, I'm not making excuses for this box head ass motherfucker, this goddamn koala bear coon looking motherfucker. Nigga, fucking raccoon with a box head. You know what I'm saying?
And dying his hair blonde, he wearing blue contacts.
I'm not making no excuses for this motherfucker no more. He knows motherfucking better. He can't. His dad was a Black Panther. His mama was a conscious woman. I'm tired of making excuses for this cool ass motherfucker, man. Fuck Kanye West. Nothing he does surprises me anymore. And you can't come. He's at a point of no return. You at a point of no return. Stay over there with Kardashian. Stay over there with Donald Trump. Stay over there with all those KKK members you with. I don't want to hear shit Kanye stress. Kanye West gotta say no more. I don't want to hear nothing this motherfucker gotta say because nigga, you ain't deep no more. You ain't real no more. You was a fucking coon. You was a sellout coon. You sold your soul. You probably got fucked by one of those executives for whatever your record label is. He's trash. Kanye West is fucking trash. He need to stay over there. Stay over there with them white supremacists over there. He needs to stay right over there. I don't want to fuck with Kanye West.
Hey y'all, Jimmy JSmoove has spoken because I lost all respect for his motherfucking ass too. Ever since the slave comment. I don't care how right he was or how wrong he was, what. He didn't have no business saying this shit. Then he takes a picture on here with his cap on, make America great again. Man,
Yeah,
fuck you. You know, fuck Kanye.
he's
So
lost in the
I
fight.
mean, like I said, and Jimmy, you know, like you said, he's not real anymore. And like I stated, his best two albums was the one he came out in late 2003, early 2004, early registration, and then the follow up in 2005. Then with his two best CDs right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And really, and put it like this, the 2005 follow up, like they always say, with a movie, sometimes the first is better than the sequel. But this second album was really a little bit better than the first because he had one of the best songs on that CD all time with his collaboration with Nas called "We Major." Look it up, people. The best song ever with the beat and put the bass up on that shit. Man, that was the best, huh?
Listen, I can't take away from Kanye's accomplishment as an entertainer, as a performer, and as an artist. He's probably one of the best producers slash songwriters slash artists historically. But the last few albums he had has been trash. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I would
saying?
say they've been garbage.
And he's been trash ever since his mom passed away. Again, I'm not making excuses for any of that trash ass shit he's been doing. Ever since this dude has gotten with Kim Kardashian, you know what I'm saying? The person that sucked dick on camera and then sued Vivid Entertainment,
And lost.
like she wasn't willing to suck dick on camera. You know, he got with that type of bitch. You know what I'm saying? He got with that type of hoe ass motherfucker. And you expect me to feel sorry for this bitch ass nigga? No. He deserves everything he get. And I can't wait till Kim Kardashian divorce his punk ass, get all his goddamn money, and then he gonna be in hindsight like a lot of these coon ass niggas did. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jackie Robinsons, like the Joe Lewises and shit like that. Those motherfuckers was cool. Jesse Owens was a fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Research on those motherfuckers. I'm not.
I read but I didn't cut you off. I watched the Jackie Robinson thing one time, man. I was like, this man really wasn't trying to fight for a lot of shit, you know?
Yeah.
After he got out,
Go ahead.
you know, after he had retired from baseball, hey, I had to turn it off about with some shit, you know, because I think you know, they had like a town hall meeting in Birmingham. And it was so much shit going on. He didn't, you know, a lot of people felt he didn't live up to his word, like he sold out. So, and to me, I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. Yeah, he was the first major league basketball player and stuff like that. You know, and I read about Jesse Owens because it said that Hitler was pissed off when that man won the damn Olympics in Berlin. 1930 was it the 1936 or 38 Olympics? Because you know, when watch that what's that race, that story about Jesse Owens, like my mother folks didn't know what that shit was about. And see, and let me tell our people something. I'm pointing at my skin right here. You know, y'all deal so much because I'm gonna go in depth about that on the random talk. Y'all deal so much in what fuck go on in entertainment. Y'all need to know y'all motherfucking history. That's real talk because it's sad, and I'm not being present. It's sad that other races like white folks and like whites and everybody else can read up on our history and know more about our shit than we do.
Yeah.
And that's fucking sad. And you know, like I've been told like one time I'm not socially aware what the fuck go on. First of all, I don't, you know, I do. I ain't gotta let nobody know shit about it. But it sickens me that we don't pay attention to this shit. We always like when I get on Facebook most of the time, it's always about what some motherfucker doing here and some motherfucker doing there. I was talking with a friend of mine. I'm not gonna say their name. With all due respect, I'm not gonna say their name. You know, keep their name out of the public eye, out of the public listening, and you know whatever. Or matter of fact, like do a search engine on who this person is. But we were talking to a friend of mine and I. We were talking yesterday, and they said, you know, we got more people. We have more of our folks worrying more like being in competition with one another. As far as like posting up all these graduation pics and you brag about your kids and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine and good, but you know, they bragging about their kids about being this and that because they were doing all this shit, you know, early then. Ooh, my child graduated high school. My child did such. No, all that bragging will get you nowhere. Now, if you can entertain us with that shit, man, entertain us with some fucking history. Know your damn history. Cause like I be noticing stuff like when I post some stuff, like when I post shit on my Facebook page, don't nobody pay attention to that shit. I have more white folks. Let me tell you something. I got several white Facebook friends in my friends list. They pay attention to more of the shit that I post up about blacks more than my own folks do. It's sad and it's fucking pathetic. And
yeah.
And Jimmy, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have to word it right. I'm not because I can't call some of my folks that I know what I really want to call them. But for my own people, for my own folks, my own black folks, even my own family members, my own family, for them to be oblivious about what socially go on in this world about us black people, and for other races to know more about black history, our black history than we do. Y'all ought to be ashamed to be wearing my fucking skin color. I'm just keeping it real.
I agree.
But I'm gonna say this. But Craig Leonard Smith II, born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, don't know the fuck about what it is about social awareness and black folks. I do. I had a white guy pull me aside and told me, he said, man, I was reading up on you guys black, you know, stuff about black history. He said, Craig, what you feel? And he was not offended by it. I wasn't offended by things he said. As long as he didn't say the N-word, he just like, he even said, and for a white guy, he even said it kind of sickens him that, you know, whites calling the blacks the N-word, but we call each other that.
Hold on, let me stop you right there. Because that was some slick shit he tried to say right there.
That
was some slick shit he did say right there. Because first of all, when we say the N-word, it's a term of endearment. When they say it, they mean it to offend you. That's an objective. They're trying to offend you. So when a white person tell you, well, why can't we say the N-word, or why black people?
But I was gonna lead up to that.
Go ahead.
Because he was asking me. But what he was also saying, it sickens him that his own color be called is still calling us that. Okay, you know, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't trying to offend me now. But you know, I got, because at first I thought he was trying to, but then when I listened to him, I was like, okay, I get him on that. Yeah. You know, it's like what Skip Bayless told Shannon Sharp one time. He said that when a white person says the N-word, he said he learned that, and he doesn't even say it. He said that he learned when the white person says the N-word that ends with A is less hurtful than when it's ended with ER. Because he already said, because when another white person calls an African American the N-word that ends with er, you already know what's about to happen. Yeah, I give him a lot of respect for saying that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And you know, that's what Skip said. And then Skip got there. He said, "And if I got some white kids that's buying hip hop music, and if you got the urge, and if the lyrics include the N-word, and you want to say it, do me a favor, don't, because I don't want to hear read." He said, "Don't, because you don't want to get your butt kicked." You know. But you know, the white guy even said, he said, he told me this. He said, it sickens me that my own color is still calling you guys the N word. And he said, the one that ends with "er," not how he said, not how you all are saying.
Okay.
And I feel him on that. I said, yeah. I said, but I told him, I said, hey, you also got my color that calls us that too, with the "er."
Yeah.
So I felt him on that, man. You know what? No, you know, but it's like, but like I said, but for folks that be non-socially aware about a lot of shit, especially people that you know who I've known through the years and stuff like that, and even folks I work with at FedEx, man, you know, and they're really the worst ones. So I'm gonna talk about the folks in general that you know, as far as who you work with. It's not FedEx. And let me put a disclaimer on here. No, I won't be talking about FedEx no more unless somebody from FedEx want to try to stir some shit up with me, because I have said, and I will go on record, I said, because if anybody that I know and Jimmy J Smooth know want to call themselves putting us on blast, and if you got the nerve, you feel the urge to put Jimmy J Smooth on blast, I'm gonna tell you this here. I will politely save you from a verbal ass whipping and take the controls. Meaning, I'm gonna give you a pass on this. I'm gonna give you a pass on the strength of me, because I'm sure you don't want Jimmy McBride to verbally destroy you.
Yeah.
If he don't know you. Now, if he know you, he gonna really put you on blast. But if he don't know you, hey, I'm sorry for you, but I will say this: I will give you a one-time pass if somebody decide to get on his ass. However, I have the right to take it back if you get on him again.
Yeah.
Just putting a disclaimer out there. But it's that's why I just said just my own people, my own color, man, just sickens me at the fact they rather be socially aware about who the fucking who in somebody's neighborhood and all this other shit than to worry about what's going on in the world today. We basically being more competition with one another, so to speak. That shit sickens me, man. And see, that's why. And by the way, big shout out to my boy Trey Murphy on this, because he said something about sometimes it's best you be away from the public eye sometimes. But I had to put him on blast one point. I said, Murph, sometimes you gotta say that's kind of funny because you can't help yourself in regards to that eye, and you don't know how to help yourself on that. Yeah, so, and I told him about it. He said sometimes it's best you just kind of just keep yourself out of the public eye on a lot of shit. Don't broadcast your business. Don't broadcast nothing about what your children doing and this and that. I agree. That's why, like, a lot of folks I let folks assume. When you break down assume, ask you me. Okay? You're making an ass out of yourself more than you are me.
I agree.
I let them assume about how my personal life is. I don't get on here and talk about who I'm with or everything else. That's none of their business unless I'm asked, and I'm asked with with the little viewer questions and stuff on here that folks that listen to the show, they inbox me on Facebook and they send me direct message in YouTube or whatever. Yeah, I'll go on there and ask that. But as far as like, with as my families go and stuff like that, I don't dare too much in their business because I respect their privacy.
I agree.
Because like Jimmy, like one time I was talking to you on the show. Big shout out to my cousin Keon Hinton, by the way. I text you how much that made. I text you how much one of my family members make a year for doing what they do. Yeah. I didn't put it on the air.
Yeah.
But I did have somebody ask me how much they make a year, and I went on and told them. I said, well, they right at. I said, let's put it like this: they got the comments between the third and the fourth number. That's all I gotta say. So, but like I said, it's just a fact. And like the public guy, I don't let people assume. Like people like to assume a lot of shit. Or what's the famous saying? Man, I heard you like to do this. Who you hear from? I don't know. But man, if you don't know, don't come to me with that lie. You ain't heard shit. If you ain't heard it from me, you ain't heard from me, then you ain't heard nothing at all. So, but it just sick me though. Like this Kanye situation, man. I think everybody in his whole fan base had basically washed their hands and let alone wipe their ass of Kanye West. You know?
Yeah.
So all the shit he doing here and there. I mean, hey, he losing fans. He's shit. I don't know what's up with the cat.
Yeah, and they say he did that stuff with that coon shit he did because he wanted to sell records. But that's not a good way to sell records because you got to understand rapping is about consciousness as well as lyrical content as well as being from the streets and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So if he did that for that purposes, he's fucking up. You know, now I know the new age rap listeners are a little different than today, but still everything is the same, man. How you gonna call yourself a rapper, man, and you cooning? You know what I'm saying? Just blatantly cooning. You know what I'm saying? That's not good right there, though.
It's not. That's a way. Now if you gonna promote if you trying to boost album sales, I can see you speaking out against Trump. Okay, I'll buy that, but you hanging with Trump, you losing viewership. You losing man, you losing deals left and right. You losing fans left and right. And then when you look at your income, you go when you go to the teller. Your bank account was back in the day, your bank account was 10.3 million. Then when you look at your bank account now, your shit's shitting at $680,000. You going like, well, my account look like that. Well, you ain't bringing in no fans. And whatever label he signed into, they probably cut him quick. He said, well, look, you ain't bringing in your sales ain't coming up. You ain't produced an album in years. So we're going to drop.
Yeah, those record labels are strict, man. If you ain't producing a certain amount of albums, if you ain't staying platinum, and they're used to you being platinum, those record labels will drop the shit out you like a bad habit, man. And these artists have got to remember that. That's the reason why, if you're gonna be a rapper, I mean, if you're gonna be a artist or rapper or singer in today's, you may as well get you a following on YouTube or social media and be independent.
I think you better have a side hustle. You better produce while on the side too.
I think if you do it the way Chance the Rapper, take the Chance the Rapper blueprint, it can be successful. Because today's with the way social media is, you don't need no record label in today's social media. You know what I'm saying? You just got to have an established fan base. If you have an established fan base or in the right city, you know what I'm saying? You can easily do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Chance the Rapper had Chicago, riding Chicago on his back, or I should say the Chicago area. So it was easy for him to get out there like that. So people right there.
Yep. And then we say this here. Since Jimmy Smith mentioned my hometown, I love my hometown. Hey, Chicago produces some good musical talent too. Chance the Rapper, Kanye, I say it, Kanye, and he should fucking know better. Shit, man, it produced a bunch. Them the names I know off the top of my head from guys from Chicago, though. Like rappers and stuff like that. But, much kudos to them guys, even though, like, and Jimmy, like you said, I'm not going to take nothing away from Kanye as far as, like, his music producing talent and stuff goes like that. I mean, the boy got talent, but his mind fucked up. Common, I mean, he was a hardcore rapper. Then he just started selling, just bringing in every once in the blue moon the albums and shit. Because I think the last one I bought was when he did back in 2002.
Yeah.
Because it was a song he had Mary J. That song he had with Mary J. Blige. That was the last one I had, and because that was some good shit there. But he just stopped rapping and he became a very good actor, man. So I give that my props to him. And then you say about like the Chance the Rapper, I give props to him as well. And if everybody follow you, I'm not saying, well, put it like this. The Chance the Rapper blueprint, you say if everybody can kind of follow that, it's like, when we was talking about earlier about football, it's like more of a copy of the football offense. Yeah. Oh, I got to do what Chance do. Or I got to do what, basically, I can't think off the top of my head what rapper basically started the mainstream from rapping to acting. But I'll go on a limb and say Ice Cube really solidified that trend. He went from being a rapper, and then he then turned on to a very good actor, you know. Right. And that now you got a whole bunch of rappers that's following that lead. Look at David Banner. He playing the preacher on Saints and Sinners. And by the way, if you all have not seen that show, Saints and Sinners, I suggest on demand, starting up from season 1 on up to now, because it comes on Bounce TV. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. So look at David Banner. He's acting. Tupac, he was transitioned from rapping to acting until his
unfortunate demise.
Unfortunate demise. I think Biggie could have transitioned from that. I mean, look at Puffy. I mean, he was in there. I forgot that little dramatic role he played, and they said like it was in the movie he was in with Halle Berry. He nailed it. That first movie, Monsters Ball. He was in because he played Halle Berry's husband or boyfriend that was about to be sentenced on death row, and then he played and he had to lead in another movie. They just said Puffy just nailed it on one take.
Yeah,
I mean, and even though I don't care too much for Puffy about how he handled his shit when he handled No Way Out Records, I give it to him. You know, and the fact was he didn't have to be in every motherfucker about his video. I give it to him. He was damn good at it. You know, nothing Oscar worthy and shit like that, but he can hold his own.
Yeah.
So I because like I said, all these rappers, man, they're seeing the other opportunities they can do beside rap and stuff like that. You know, Snoop Dogg, this man got his own. He even brought him back to old school game show, Joker's Wild on TBS.
Yeah.
So, and for the record, I still don't understand why my mom would like him still. I'm like, he ain't been in it. I just don't like him. Well, what is it you don't like about him, Mom? I don't know, but I just don't. No, Mom. I don't know, but don't count as an answer. What is it that you don't like about him?
Yeah.
And she could say nothing. I said, so it ain't nothing you don't like about him, but you gotta respect him, though, right? She still could say nothing. So I was like, okay. So it's something about him. And when she say something like that, when she get an answer like that, she better keep the reasons to herself. But I ain't got no problem with Snoop Dogg. The only thing I like about Snoop Dogg was when that motherfucker had that little cup of coffee at No Limit Records. And then he come out with not one album.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, like, what the fuck you go to No Limit for and you ain't come out with an album?
Yeah.
So, but man, shit. But like Jimmy said, man, hey, we all got us this nice little 3-day weekend, and I guess our next one won't be until the 4th of July, whatever day that falls on. Hope it be on a Friday. Yeah. So I hope it is. But shit. But what I was saying about like the things with work, man, it was just something had me thinking. You know, well, just people in general. You know, I really don't understand a lot of, don't really understand like a lot of people's perspective on a lot of things. You got folks that take shit personal. Whether it's just us regular by the hour folks, or people like LeBron James, who took some comments that Charles Barkley made personal last year about the man saying that he don't want to compete. But you got to give Charles Barkley some respect about the fact that, and then LeBron went nuclear personal on him, and everybody was expecting Charles to clap back. You know, hey, all LeBron did in that aspect was make Charles look. He put how I say it. LeBron didn't do nothing but put Charles Barkley over because Charles Barkley didn't respond back. He just said, I ain't got no problem with that man said. Everything he said was true. He said, but my comments was directed at, but however, he said, I'm not taking back my comments I said about him as far as basketball. He said, if I make a comment about somebody, I'm not going to go personal. You know, and I'm in the same way. But and Jimmy, I have philosophy like this here. I told someone, and I think I told you about who I told this to. I told someone, look, I even told my pops, God rest his soul. I told members of my family and everybody else, if you come up to my face, and if you, whether you up in my face or on social media, if you throw stones at me, just get ready to be prepared for me to take your ass out back and put the kill shot on. Because I personal with me, I'm gonna take you out back and get personal with you and just call it a day. Yeah. So I mean, we got too many overly sensitive people in this world. Even though it's a dead issue, I'm gonna put it like this. And I think, I had an incident that happened to me on Facebook back in Christmas. I didn't even respond to this gentleman's little comment about what he wanted to tell me what to do. Okay? Because like a lot of folks talking about, ooh, Craig didn't respond like that. That's like everybody said what he's supposed to. No, and you know what I was talking about in that regard, Jim. But because the gentleman took something wrong, took a joke, took something that I poked fun at about what he said the wrong doggone way. So let's just say he had to have several come to Jesus meetings from a bunch of people about that shit, and then several females had to get on about the comment he made toward me. They're like, man, you don't tell no man no shit like that. Fuck wrong with you? You just put yourself out there by telling Craig that, and Craig had every right to not respond.
Yeah.
So, say Craig didn't get personal with you, but you tried to get personal with him. And that's a no-no. And I even told him man that. I said, now, if I did want to get personal with you, I would attack your priorities as a man, bro. I said, man, believe me, from what I've seen and heard about what you've done, I can go on, but I can blow the whistle on I can blow the whistle on that, but I'm not. I ain't that type of dude. But we got, like I said, we got too many people, man, today that and it's really grown ups, because I look at people at work, some folks that I associate with, maybe, some people you associate with.
Yeah.
They are not socially aware of what's going on. They're not, they have a real fucked up perspective. Like I told you about the young lady that was in the wreck. And instead of them just waiting on doctor's orders to go back to work, they decided to go back to work the following week. And all of a sudden wants to wait till they get in, quote unquote, until they get a car, they're going to make an appointment with their doctor after being in a wreck that fucked up. What's your perspective on that? And that's why I question, what's your logic on that shit? That's like if, Kenny Smith said it best, he questioned perspective. He said, that's like if a guy, he could drive in a Ferrari, but he bitching about he want him an everyday car to drive. But you driving a Ferrari every day.
Yeah.
What's your perspective? That's like if you got you a car, but you catching the bus every day. Why you got a car, why you not driving a car?
I agree.
Now if you ain't got, now maybe other reasons, like if you ain't got no gas, or you just don't have no tags, or it's down for a minute, yeah, you catching the bus. But if your car up and running, working, and shit like that, full gas tank full, why you catching the bus?
Crazy shit there, man.
Think about it.
Crazy shit.
Folks got some, people got some more fucked up ass ways, man. That's why I said some of the folks that I've dealt with through the years and I'm dealing with now, their social awareness, man, it's all type fucked up. Their social awareness is about what go on in the hood. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it. So they don't want to know nothing else. And then, when you do want to talk about the shit, folks don't want to, folks don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I know, Jim, you got some folks like that. Speaking of work, you got some folks like that at work too. And I'm gonna say this, and maybe people can relate. You got a lot of folks that say, I ain't here to make money. Well, I ain't here to make money. Well, who don't want to make money? I ain't here to make friends. I'm just here to make money. But I made a post on the FedEx group, and I'm not nowhere near close to my phone. I'm maybe charged up, and I want to read to you. But I said something about the politics at their job, or let alone Nitwell. I'm just going to improvise this. It's with any job go like this.
Yeah.
You get up in the morning, okay. I'm just going to recite about, like I said, about FedEx. Get up in the morning. I say, get up in the morning a certain amount of time. You got to call the little hotline to find out what time sort time starts, so you can know when to determine what your start time is, so you can be there at a reasonable amount of time. Set the area up. Set the area up. Listen to the bullshit. What goes on? Politics being played. Then turn around. You overhear what leadership get ready, what game plan leadership and put together to play some more politics. Then they get ready to put politics together on a person that they don't want to fuck with no more, and all this other shit in there. But then at the end of the day, you look on their social media page, you see the very motherfucker that they trying to get rid of and shit. It ain't just, and like I said, it's not just Jimmy JSmoove and I form place of employment. It happens at your place of employment too. So don't sit up here and say that bullshit like, oh, I don't have my employment. Fuck you. It does.
It does. Yeah.
It does. But make a long story short, you see all these politics go through, whether you got to hear bullshit from the managers and all this other shit. You hear bullshit from leadership saying, Joey Doe ain't doing his job, or Swinging Sam, he ain't doing his job. And here, man, my politics, get rid of this man. I don't want to fuck this man no more. He ain't no good worker. He ain't this, he ain't that. But then the very same motherfucker you follow on your social media page, they taking the same pictures with Swinging Sam and Joey Doe at a bar.
Yeah.
Politics. We all, and I'll say this, I know I'm not, I mean, at times, some people may have a different opinion. I ain't the most, well, at my job now, I work by myself, so very few people don't, I have to get on my supervisor every now and then. I said, if you don't want to piss me off, don't keep me out of the loop on things. I don't care what it's about.
Yeah.
I told him that. And I said, if you don't want to piss me off, do not make it your business to keep me out of the loop. I don't care what it is. And, and he shook his head about it. He said, okay. I said, I'm dead. I told him, I said, man, I'm dead serious. Don't keep, if you don't want to piss me off, do not keep me out the loop. That's because if you do, I will be a pain in the ass. That's just how I am. I'm like that. I'm like that with everybody. It's not just at my job. It's in my personal life too. You keep me out the fucking loop, and I find out about last minute. That's your ass. But I'm the kind of dude, man. I'm like, I don't know how. You probably the same way. Not everybody at your job gets along with everybody. But when it comes to getting that job done, we'll make the best. We'll make the best co-workers. Like a lot of people say, the people that really don't like one another work well together. There is a lot of folks don't say, well, I don't see no truth in that. That's just your primitive mind. But there is some truth in that. Look, take for example, NBA, look at Shaq and Kobe. They ain't like each other, but they work well with one another to win them damn championships.
Goddamn right.
And in fact, then they say something about when LeBron has the worst supporting cast. Did Kobe Bryant not take a mid-card supporting cast to the finals twice and won without Shaq?
Yeah.
Now, that's a perfect example right there. Jimmy, I'm pretty sure you got some folks that don't like you, but y'all work well together.
Exactly.
I've had my dozen at my previous employment and at UPS, and and to them and this and that, and to them this and that. Hey, if I want your cup of tea to work with, and you still got some ill feelings toward me back then, about then and now, fuck y'all. You know, bless your heart, go buy yourself something for Christmas. But if I was a joy to blast to work with, okay. If I wasn't, fuck you. Just saying it straight out.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Or to quote somebody famous. Thank you, fuck you, goodbye.
Damn.
I borrowed that line from the famous old school wrestling manager Jim Cornette. He said that's that line right there, borrowed from him. Big shout out to him, by the way, because I listen to his podcast on Mondays and Thursdays. That's how I feel. If some folks still feel some way toward me about how they work me, they didn't like me, how about this and about that. Hey, thank you for the compliment. Fuck you for what you said, and goodbye on out my damn face. But if I was a blast to others to work with, hey, you know, thank you, and I appreciate it. You know, but you know, we all, you know, we're this society now is just all fucked up.
I agree.
You know, parents today, are they parents? Well, as I broke it down with a partner of mine by the name of Mario Smith, me a big shout out to him. He and I, we've been friends since the days of Hamilton back in '91. That's how long we've been cool. We broke it down one time. I said, you know, there's a difference between being a parent and being a parent.
Yeah.
And he didn't get what I meant about, you know, by that. I said, when you being a parent, man, you ain't being a friend. Hey, you being a parent first, you stand your ground, you raise your kids and doing this, you teaching them right from wrong, to prevent them from doing the fuck boy shit that our parents did to us.
Right.
Now, when it's a parent, not like the word apparently, I broke it down to him. I said, you know, like apparently you being a parent, you being a friend to your child. You know, that's what I meant by that. We got too many parents that are being friends to their children instead of teaching them from right and wrong. We got some, you know, no disrespect to the single moms and dads out there. We got some that are being parents by teaching not by being friends to their children instead, you know, and they doing more whole shit than they done, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I can say, man, you know, like I've gone on record and say, hey, my father and I, you know, he and I, when I spoke at his funeral, I said, I got two words. I said, I'm gonna leave here today about Smitty and I said, he leaves here with unfinished business to settle with me. And I said, I'm not gonna get into that. It was just a lot of unfinished business he had to do. But my pops' big hang up was he couldn't leave the fucking streets alone. You know, he had his priorities fucked up, you know. Like some people, like I said, you know, you got minorities and priorities. You know, he felt his family was a minority and the streets was more of a priority.
Yeah.
Then when he came home with money or whatever, if it was money in the house, then the family became a priority and then the streets were a minority. You know how that cycle where he couldn't help it. You know, we gotta fight with this society today. We gotta fight these parents of the day that ain't teaching these kids not a fucking damn thing.
I agree.
Right from wrong. $1. I may have sounded like a broken record. I probably said this once before, but I'm saying it again. And the parents today, they're not making their children socially aware about what the fuck going on in this world, man. We got too many, like what happened to old boy up there in Milwaukee.
Yes, sir.
That's a prime fucking example. And I got a Facebook friend of mine. She lived in Milwaukee. She said when she said she got out there, and she said because when she was living there growing up, there was some fuck boy shit going on up there with the cops and everything. And then with what's his name, Clark. Said a lot of folks wanted to whoop Clark's ass, man. But said shit. She told me a story about because she told me to Google it about how they would treat the prisoners in the jail and shit. You know, by right, you're supposed to feed them. Said one motherfucker went without days without food and water.
Yeah.
And damn near died.
And that's inhumane in itself.
Yeah.
Because that goes against the UN that's a UN violation. That's a violation.
Yeah, but he didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
And then like the dude, and you know, I get and also, even though Milwaukee does have some fuck shit, let me give a big shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks organization. And I'm gonna tell you why. Right after the NFL made that little fuckboy announcement, they released the video and then came up with that statement.
Yeah.
I get him whoever wrote that. I'm like Shannon Sharp. Whoever wrote that fucking statement, he said if it was a guy or a woman that wrote that, or whoever is in charge of Milwaukee that personally wrote that statement, NFL better fucking listen.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, hey, let me tell you something. It'd be a lot of guys, because well, whatever his name is, Brown, the basketball player Brown. Okay, by right, the cop was supposed to write him a citation and give him a warning.
Yeah.
About how he was parked over that handicap spot. Okay. By right, that see, in the perfect world, you done two things what a cop's supposed to do. But the key thing that when you look at that video, Jimmy, motherfucker he came out of the car, a Mercedes Benz. It was a courtesy car. Because he did say, he said, hey, my car was getting fixed. So he rode a courtesy car. Police look at it like this. Black man coming out of Mercedes with a hood on, giving go up here to Walgreens. And he tells us he was run up here right quick, get him something to drink and a couple of snacks.
Yeah.
Think about that for me. You think these parents today ain't teaching these kids nothing about this and that? No. They more busy posting up their kids' graduation pictures and this and that. They love the spectacle known as a prom.
Yeah.
You know, instead of teaching these kids, teaching their children about what the fuck to expect down the line.
Yeah.
You know, had that been not sounding racist enough, or don't mean throw color in the mix. Had that been a different person of color, they did the same fucking thing. They probably let them off the hook.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna put folks on blast right there. You got a lot of motherfuckers in that, especially in Memphis, be parking in handicap parks with no handicap sticker.
Yeah.
No handicap insignia on the back of their license plate when they drive.
Very true.
Nothing. Not a damn thing. Do they give them tickets? No. Memphis is like, fuck it. We don't care.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, and I read this report. I'm buddy, my old coworker on my Facebook page. He's a policeman now. Rookie Memphis police officers are being paid less than the regular police officers. Yep. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's not a shock.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. You know, you think they would be on an even playing field about that shit, but that's kind of fucked up. You know, these guys out there putting their life on the line, they bring home chump change.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I don't know, but man, but what's your take on that? What I was just saying, bro. As far as like the work,
oh, Memphis police getting chump change?
No, well, anything what I was just talking about in general just a few minutes ago.
Well, it doesn't shock me that Memphis police getting chump change at this point, man. That's not even a shock. You know, should they get more paid? I mean, at this point, for me, I don't give a damn about them getting more paid. To be quite honest with you, because a lot of those motherfuckers need to protect and serve the people. I'm speaking of all cities. You know, all these cities need to do a better job on handling these corrupt ass police officers. Until these motherfuckers handle these corrupt ass police officers out here that shooting black people with impunity, I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers' salary, because these motherfuckers need to get paid chump change. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, these are the rookie cops. These are just the rookie cops. Now,
fuck them too, because they're not speaking out of it. Fuck their goddamn salary. You need to be paid shit change and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing, and I don't need to go somewhat off subject, but I have to go here.
Uh-huh.
Until black people form their own uniformed police officers in their neighborhoods, this fuck shit with officers is gonna continue to happen. And yes, these motherfuckers deserve fucking chump change. If they not getting paid shit, speak out against fucking injustice. And take one of these motherfuckers out here speak out injustice. I'm talking about in a mass level. You should get paid whatever fuck shit change you get. And I'm speaking from a person that had family members in the police force.
Yep.
So them to get paid shit change, you deserve it because you not upholding the law.
Yep. Now, disclaimer: Jimmy ain't talking about certain Memphis police officers now, because there are some pretty cool ones, but you ones that ain't doing your job. You know, doing what you're supposed to do. You know, y'all deserve y'all pay. Now, I can understand some of y'all that be wanting to get in the police force, and I got to make a run here in a minute, Jimmy.
Go ahead, no problem.
Yeah, because you know, I understand it's like, you know, the ones that's beginning in the police force and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand. You know, y'all gonna expect that rookie PD salary. Hold it down for a minute. I gotta get this phone call.
Yeah, you going in and out.
Yeah, fill me in on this boxing news or whatever, something like that. Let me get this call right quick.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Live in the ring. I'm gonna put up some boxing news. The bantamweight division fans of the lower divisions below the 130 pounds. Unification of the bantamweight division will happen with the World Boxing next season. We will also have a unification of the 140-pound division with all the champions going to fight in that division. Now, Mikey Garcia's title will be vacant because he dropped back down to 135 pounds. In other news, the IBF title, heavyweight title, will possibly be up for grabs because Alexander Povetkin's promoter / manager has the heavyweight. He is in a dilemma with Alexander Povetkin's mandatory spot. So his only way to get out that mandatory position is he fight Deontay Wilder, which, according to all the sanctioning bodies, unification trumps mandatory. So, and also, the strange thing about Anthony Joshua, who's champion out of the UK, this dude have turned down $50 million to come to the United States. The DC heavyweight champion, Deontay Wilder. $50 million. This dude is turning down $50 million. This dude has made all types of excuses with Deontay Wilder saying he wants to fight in the UK. He's even said on camera that he would, if he thinks Deontay Wilder put up $50 million. Now, Deontay Wilder's manager, Shelley Finkel, and Al Heyman had put up the $50 million, and the fight has not gone on just yet. Imagine that. You got NBA players who don't make $50 million in a year. This guy can get $50 million in one fucking fight plus pay-per-view and gate revenue. Think about that. $50 million. Now his mandatory guy, who is Alexander Povetkin, or I should say Alexander Povetkin's manager, is putting up money. Now we're not sure that is going to be $50 million, but he's putting up a good chunk of change. He's in a dilemma right there. But if he gets less than $50 million, if he's getting less than $50 million, he needs to get his ass whooped for turning down $50 million from Deontay Wilder's camp. Now, please be clear. Deontay Wilder is a free agent in boxing. He does not have a promoter. Even though Developed Entertainment does promote his fights, especially with he in New York, he is an independent boxer. It is crazy. You turn down $50 million. You turn down $50 million and end up getting your ass beat in Russia. I do not feel sorry for you at all.
Yeah, I just joined in, man. So yeah, because anything Deontay Wilder stuff go, I don't know nothing about the dude, but I'm just tired of a certain affiliate of ours constantly reporting this shit. So you mean to tell me this man turned down $50 million for a fight?
I'm talking about the opponent of Deontay Wilder, not Deontay Wilder himself. Deontay Wilder has put up $50 million.
But his opponent turned it down.
His opponent is turning it down because here's what his opponent said. He said, now listen, I have to take you back a little bit. Okay. His opponent was fighting in a unification bout with a guy named Joseph Parker, who was the other heavyweight champion outside of Deontay Wilder. He said if Deontay Wilder wants to fight him, put up $50 million. What ended up happening is Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman, who's his manager, he's not promoted. He's an independent contractor, basically, per se. So he's basically represents his own promoter. His managers, his two managers, Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman, put up the $50 million. He said, look here, we got a $50 million in escrow in the bank account. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is make this fight. Now, his promoter out there in England, who is Eddie Hearn, who the promoter of Matchroom Boxing, is telling Anthony Joshua to reject the $50 million. Here's the thing. The fight will be big in Las Vegas because this is the heavyweight champion. This will be the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis. So people are going to go see heavyweights fight because there's a good chance that a heavyweight going to get knocked out. That's the reason why the heavyweight division have been the most glamorous division throughout these years, because the likelihood of somebody getting knocked out. So this dude is misrepresenting many champions of the past. I don't think Muhammad Ali made $50 million throughout his entire career. There's boxers that ain't never seen $1 million. This dude is turning down, Anthony Joshua, that is, turning down $50 million. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all this shucking and jiving not to fight Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's been calling out for 2 years, by the way. So his camp has put up the $50 million. The money is in the bank account. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just a portion of what he'll make, $50 million. Let's say the gate revenue clears $100 million. He's going to get the gate revenue, and you got to put it on pay-per-view. So the thing is going to make at least 1 million pay-per-views, so he could get at least walk away with $100 million. This is Anthony Joshua out of England. He has 3 of the 4 titles. So he's not trying to fight Deontay Wilder, and to some degree for good reason, because Deontay Wilder has a 98% KO rate. And if he maintains that KO rate, that's going to be almost impossible to catch, because this dude is damn near at 100% KO rate, damn near, in 40 fights. And he's on pace to catch Floyd Mayweather's 50-0. You know what I'm saying? So Anthony Joshua's camp is very scared that this dude could get knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But he can walk away with $50 million getting knocked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen
Either way, he's still gonna get paid though, man. Again, just what I was talking about, people's perspective on things. They're thinking, shit, is wow.
And there's no NBA, and also there's no NBA player that's making $50 million a year. The closest guy I think is making $35 million a year, from what I understand. There's nobody in the NBA. He's going to be the highest paid athlete. If he takes this fight, he's going to be the highest paid athlete this year. Nobody with endorsements. $50 million then plus revenue. He's going to make close to 120 million. He's going to be the highest paid athlete this year.
Mm-hmm.
Just alone. And he's turning it down because his promoter is saying so. Get the fuck out of here. This dude, he needs to fire Eddie Hearn tomorrow. He needs to fire everybody at Matchroom Boxing for doing some fool ass shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not like Al Heyman is saying, come over here to PBC or come over here and let me manage you. He's just saying, hey, if you want $50 million, we're going to give you the $50 million plus gate revenue. That's not even including the revenue he controls at Sky Sports over there in England. So he can make a shitload of money. He could possibly surpass Floyd Mayweather, the possibility. I'm not saying he will, but he could possibly surpass Floyd Mayweather in terms of revenue in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Possibility there. But he has a bigger purse than Floyd Mayweather, individual purse, because Floyd Mayweather made most of his money off pay-per-view revenue and gate revenue. That's where his money came in at. So this guy can make a shitload of money.
Mm-hmm. Hey, somebody, I'm listening to y'all reading this. I put that little Facebook post up about Kanye. Buddy of mine, he wanted to know, okay, who's the Lord? A guy who asks the person's accepting. And I said, Kanye is the Lord's painting that picture. And he said in a quote, I mean, I'm not a fan. Yeah, he said, I mean, I'm not a fan of Kanye's anymore, but at the same time, I think her estate, whoever sold it, is worse than he is. I remember maybe 2 weeks after Michael Jackson died, Kanye called his family up and asked if he could be called the king of pop. And they said no. Yeah, I remember that shit. I didn't blame them at all for asking, but had they accepted, then they would have been lower than Kanye is. You never have to accept the deal, and they did. That's low. That's $1 million man stuff. Everybody's got a price.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just joined Jimmy back because trying to find some stuff here. But man, it's just it's shit. Like I said, these folks today, man, it's parents, maybe some of us, and maybe, and you look at how then when you look at how their children act and shit like that. Sometimes when you look at some of them, you wonder like, damn, what possessed your mother lay down for you?
Yeah.
I'm not, I ain't being mean about it, but like some, what type of household you grew up in where you feel you can just set dirty dishes in the sink, leave for 6 to 7 days, the weeks leading the months without washing? Or what's your view on life about the fact, you feel you don't have to clean up? The fuck?
Yeah.
People, these kids, like I said, these kids and parents, man, and just people in general.
Yeah.
Shit. They ain't got no fuck. It's like they don't have no morals about nothing. They don't have no decency. Don't have no respect. And the older generation, i.e., some of our folks old enough to be our parents and shit like that. They don't want to shit. They really don't want to give it the time and shit. Like I remember when Black Panther came out, I explained to this old guy at work what the movie was about. He gonna tell me, that's Black Panther. That movie ain't nothing I want to see then. What? When I said, I said, well, what you asked what it was about for? What you thought? I said, what you thought Black Panther was about? About a movie about racism?
Folks is crazy, man. Folks is really ill, and that's one of the big movies this year is Black Panther, man. this dude is an ass. That's all I gotta say about that one.
Yeah.
Complete ass.
I was like, what the fuck? And what you asked for? So we're talking about, well, I wait for movies like that to come on my Fire Stick and all that stuff. I'm like, go ahead. Shit. I mean, I put it like this. I'd rather support an actor, no matter what color they are. If they black or white, Hispanic, or whoever. Them actors make their money. Those actors make their money off the movies, how well they play in the theater.
Yeah.
And see, that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
No matter how good or how bad that movie is, that's how they get their bread.
Yeah.
So I'd rather, I'll show my support for them, or rather not if it be a directed DVD movie. Because Jimmy, let me tell you something. Them directed DVD movies, man, be just about as fucking good as be way better than what you see in the theater at times, depending on which one it is.
Because I'll tell you why. Because a lot of these executives in Hollywood don't want certain movies to be on the big screen because that reaches a mass audience. Whereas direct to DVD movies, you got to rely on people going to the DVD store or on Netflix or on YouTube to buy the motherfuckers. And you can reach a mass audience that way and you can reach a mass audience on DVD or Netflix as well. It's just when you have it out in movies and it's a blockbuster hit in movies, then people will be most likely to buy it on DVD because the word gets around faster on the word gets around faster when it's in the movie theater. So certain executives don't want certain movies to come straight out of the movie theater. So a lot of these executives have a lot of control, let's say so, and that's a major problem in Hollywood.
Yeah. I mean, because what fucking Black Panther destroyed, even set records on top of records for opening weekend money.
Yeah.
In the billions, in fucking billion.
Yeah,
and I just get 10% of this shit, man. Shit.
And a major reason for that is because a lot of black people went out to go see the movie.
Not just that. Hey, hold up.
Yes, it was. You better look at the numbers. And I'm just saying. I'm talking about domestically. Domestically.
Yeah, domestically. Yeah.
60% of the people that went to go see the movie was black people. That played a major factor. Now I'm gonna jump on that answer as well. It was the biggest selling movie in China as well. People in China went to go see it. People in Asia, went to go see Black Panther because I think they was like, it was number one all time for non-Chinese movie because they got their domestic box office number and they got their outside box office number. And for an American movie in China, that is the best-selling movie for an American movie in China. So that played a lot of factors as well. So it kind of bellied up with each other from international to domestically. But like domestic-wise, a lot of black people went to go see that movie. So that played a major factor. So when you got a lot of people across the globe that's going to see it, and here's another thing too. A lot of people say black movies don't do well internationally. Michael Jai White, and other actors have debunked this lie. A lot of times when you promote a movie internationally and it's a good movie, they're going to go see it because you got black actors like Isaiah Washington and Michael Jai White be like they got people draped all over them and all over the globe. When they go somewhere, they get a pop. You think the paparazzi blitz is a motherfucker out here? It ain't nothing compared to motherfuckers in Asia or in other countries out there. So that's a complete batch of bullshit. And then also another thing is people name something differently out there in those countries. So let's say you name it Black Panther in America. It might be Black Tiger in fucking Asia. And the symbol of the tiger is very powerful over there in Asia. So Black Tiger, you Black Tiger, so people gonna go to the movies and see that shit out there. Yeah, so that's a big factor out there. So I was just throwing it out there.
Yep, I was putting it for y'all subject. Atlanta did hire him coach. They hired Philadelphia 76ers assistant Lloyd Pierce. So
Lloyd
that
Pierce.
job,
okay,
the Charlotte Hornets, they had cut ties with Steve Clifford because they couldn't make the playoffs again in year 2. So they got James Borrego from San Antonio. The Detroit job is still vacant, but Becky Hammond and Dwayne Casey are front runners for that coaching job. I still question the Grizzlies' decision in hiring J.B. Bickerstaff, and you and I both agree with somebody with the last name Bickerstaff do not need to be coaching in basketball at all.
J.B. bitch hoe staff.
Okay.
Bitch in a hole on the staff. That what we need to call that motherfucker.
Fizdale went to the Knicks, as you know. The Orlando job is vacant, but they want Kevin Sumlin. Igor Kokoskov went to Phoenix. Toronto job is vacant, but they looking at Jerry Stackhouse to replace him. Or they just want to go ahead and hire his assistant that probably just promote the assistant to being the head coach. My best bet with that Toronto job shouldn't have fire fucking Dwayne Casey at all. This is like what I said on the episode 2 weeks ago on episode 11. If I was Ujiri, as a good friend, I would say Ujiri, I would have put my team on notice. I would have tell them, look, last year gonna be y'all final year. I don't care how much y'all got. I don't care how much y'all got in y'all contract. So you better play like it's your last this year. Coach ain't going nowhere. This on y'all. I wouldn't have fired Dwayne Casey.
I wish, and if they were going to fire him, they needed to get somebody like a Mark Jackson in as the head coach.
Yep. Mark Jackson or Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Jeff.
I love his commentary, dog.
What did he say?
I said I love his commentary, man.
What the hell? Let me jump on the commentary real quick. Hold on.
No, Jeff Van Gundy, man. If you pull up,
okay. I thought somebody said something crazy on the commentary on the YouTube commentary. I'm about to say like, damn.
No, they ain't said nothing yet. But I'm talking about Jeff Van Gundy's commentary on the game. Man, that man had me rolling and he keeping it real about a lot of shit. He said one year, don't nobody want to see the same. He said he like me. Don't nobody want to see the same teams play every year in the finals. Give me something different.
But here's the thing, though. These teams gotta play. These motherfuckers.
That's why I said he acknowledged. He said the problem is, he said, but then again, it's all these teams, all these other teams' fault because they just show up just to get a check. They don't want to play. They want the check, but then when they get released, they're crying. Man, they released me. Big whoop. He said when I was coaching, I didn't worry about that from Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming. They played for me.
Yep.
Jeff Van Gundy came real. Jeff Van Gundy like his brother. I mean, shit. I thought Jeff was brutally honest, man. Stan gives no fucks.
Yeah.
What he said about the NCAA, I agree with him wholeheartedly. He said ain't nothing but a big ass fixed paper trail. Damn.
I agree. I totally
agree. Stan.
I totally agree with that. He said a mouthful there, and he's 100% right on that shit.
Well, speaking of Detroit, David Griffin is rumored to be a potential front office candidate for the GM position. Dwayne Casey, Jerry Stackhouse, and Becky Hammond are potential replacement coaches, but with Dwayne Casey being a quote-unquote primary target.
Yeah, but I think they should go between Becky Hammond and Dwayne Casey. I mean, either one would be fine with me because I think Becky Hammond could be a good coach. She's learned a lot from Popovich as well as giving tips to Popovich as well. So I think it's only fair to either get her if you don't get Casey. Yeah. But I think they're going to lean closer to Casey because Casey is more of the established guy than Becky Hammond. It would shock me if she gets it over Casey, but I wouldn't be shocked.
I would be shocked because
she would be the closest to that. She would be the second most qualified person outside of Casey. So
yeah,
it is.
Looking here, Portland Trailblazers reportedly considered firing Terry Stotts after the team was swept in the first round of the playoffs. Multiple teams like the Magic and Suns were ready to pounce if he were to become available, but Portland had changed his mind and wants to keep Stotts through the final year of his contract. Okay, got on it. Contract year, honor your contract.
Yeah, honor the contract. Don't jump the gun and fire the guy before his time because you keep on got to spend money and replace this guy, then spend money to get him up out of there. Like, and I know some of the guys got the revenue, but you can't keep on doing shit like that though. So honor the contract. If you don't do shit, if you don't get past the first or second round, then let the guy go. That's the way I look at it.
Everybody want these Spurs assistants though, because the Orlando Magic, they said they secured interviews with Jerry Stackhouse as well as David Vanderpool and Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
President of basketball operations Jeff Weltman has indicated he would rather fill the coaching job, quote unquote, sooner than later. And they reportedly keying in on University of Houston coach Kelvin Sampson, which I don't think he's going anywhere. Stein says that this comes from insiders congregating in Chicago for the NBA Combine this week. Sampson was an NBA assistant with the Bucks and Rockets before joining the Cougars in 2014. If I was Kelvin Summerlin, I'd stay. I stay where I'm at because he trying to build that program back up. I give it to him. He's a damn man. He's a damn good coach. I don't like how he got fucked over at Indiana, but
yeah, and the rule they got in the NCAA, if you look at the rule book, they got some of the most stupidest fucking rules in history. But all because this nigga text messaged a potential recruit. I think it was something to that magnitude.
mm-hmm.
It was to that junction. But if you read down the handbook, which be ready to eat some popcorn when you read these rules. But some of the rules these motherfuckers got in the NCAA, they need to get rid of those fucking rules.
That'll give me something. That'll give me something to do today.
Yeah, that pisses me off. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like when Memphis Tigers was about to potentially hire Larry Brown, they say he can't be at practice if he's in an advisory role. What kind of fucking dumbass shit is that, you motherfuckers? Come on, goddamn it! I get
that dumbass. Hey, that dumbass rule been in existence for the longest, and it's been a lot of coaches, past and present, they want to get rid of that rule for the longest. That affects football too. That affects football. I'm not gonna say a name of what college football coach. No, it ain't St. Nick. It was somebody else. They were trying to have that rule outlawed because they said it was a stupid ass rule.
It's a stupid fucking ass rule. He's a fucking advisor. What coach don't need some fucking advice sometimes? Hell, Nick Saban sometimes needs some fucking advice.
Yeah.
Out on the
Les Miles needed some advice.
Come on, man.
Urban Meyer needs some fucking advice.
And Nick Saban to me is the Coach K of football right now. I mean, he might have won a lot more championships than fucking Coach K, if I'm not mistaken. And please correct me if I'm wrong. But damn, sometimes he needs some fucking advice. What kind of stupid ass shit? He's an advisor. He gonna need.
Yeah, Nick won 6. He won 6.
Okay, so that's more than Coach K. That's more than Coach K. So yes, get the fuck out of here.
Thank you.
Damn,
Jimmy, that'll piss you off.
It does, because the NCAA has these fuck shit ass rules out here. I mean, you just read some of the dumbass rules in the NCAA handbook, and you'll be like, these motherfuckers need to be shot. Whoever made up that fucking rule need to be shot. My God.
Well, think about it. NFL has some dumbass rules. The tuck rule that cost John Gruden the chance to beat New England. I watched that, and I'm sorry for all the Raiders fans that you follow me YouTube on my friends list. I was just out of board, but I rewatched that game just to hear John Gruden cuss on live television, and he was on mic'd up. And man, you say you gotta be fucking shit.
Well, I want some money in that for that game.
Man, hold on, Jimmy. The scene was funny.
Yeah.
The ref in the middle. You had Al. They always show this scene with Al Davis up at the top watching, right? Yeah. Had Belichick, and then had Gruden. When the referee said that it was a forward pass, therefore it was a ruled incomplete pass, you can see Al Davis' ass getting up from that skybox, coming down the stairs. John Gruden on live TV said, "You got me fucking shit me." that man even took his fucking jacket off. That man was so motherfucking damn.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That was a fumble, dude.
Yeah, I agree. That was a fumble.
That was a fucking fumble. Because the Raiders had that game won, man. John Gruden was so fucking hot about that shit.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, you even got some more fucked up. Yeah, there's fucked up rules everywhere. NCAA, NBA, NFL.
Well, the NCAA is job. Trust me, the NCAA. If you read those rules in the NCAA, you gonna be shaking. I mean, the professional sports got fuckboy rules, but man, dude, if you read that whole entire handbook on what you can and can't do, I mean, it takes a minute to read that shit. It hurts my fucking head. Trying to read that.
It breaks your heart, huh?
It hurts my head. It's like you'll be all day for a minute reading that shit. But in advisory, it's my okay.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Advisory my ass shit. Shit. But man, yeah, we got off on associates. But I would say lead this on a final note. I know I'm pretty sure Jim J would agree. Look, Pat, look, people, y'all have to start. Y'all have to start becoming socially aware of what the fuck going on around you. Fuck your neighborhood. You know, around your world and what goes on. You know, you just can't just worry about who doing this, who doing that, who making the most money, who doing all this and that. It's so much shit going on in this world today, man. We got a damn fool in DC right now get ready to put this country in fucking hell. Let's just put it like that. Excuse me. Has been needing to be impeached. He's been ducking and dodging impeachment hearings. He's been ducking and dodging. He's been lying about having another fucking country fix our election and shit. And he finna put it, and he damn near was about to put us and was about to get this whole country nuked. Hell, if that had happened, I wouldn't be doing this live feed. Jimmy wouldn't be agreeing with me on the shit I was saying to be posting the live feeds. It's too much shit going on now in this world, folks, for y'all to be blind to this shit.
I agree.
I mean, like, seem like I don't care. Like, I'm gonna say for the record, I got tired of my mom and pops that we talking about. Instead, you sit up there worried about watching wrestling and all this shit. You be watching the news. I told Pastor, man, Pop, fuck the news, man. That's the shit. Because you hear the same shit every day. Fuck that damn news.
Yeah.
That's what I got a computer for.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I got. That's the reason why I have a computer. I don't.
Because the news don't report the shit that you read on what's called. Like, he gonna tell me talking about, well, you need to be paying attention to what about going on about with Tennessee Waltz. That little shit that went on years ago. I said, well, Pop, you also need to be paying attention about what's going on over here in these in the state of Florida, which is a fuckboy shit that made national news. That's gonna be on 2020.
Yes.
What they got to do with me? Plenty. And then it's just not, plenty. Hell, we got all these states in the fuckboy shit. Where you live at, as the Democratic Congress from Florida State, Texas is a crazy state to begin with. He said he wouldn't live in Texas for all the tea and China. But he went on and said that, hell, Florida is just about as fucked up as any state as it is anyway. Alabama fucked up too. Too fucking goddamn cheap and shit to give folks raises at the jobs. They got to relocate to Nashville, Tennessee. Mississippi is just as racist as I don't know fucking what. Illinois be with the fuck shit. After a former senator who was the president had to straighten a lot of shit out before, while he was there. Hell, you got a lot of states that's really fucked up. Like I said, Alabama too cheap. Florida can condone rape and shit like that. Texas just as fucking crazy. Yeah. Mississippi is still racist and shit. And be wanting money, despite the fact the state got money, they still be wanting money. Want to rob motherfuckers at house and home. Hell, but people, y'all got to start not only getting yourself socially aware, but get your children socially aware too of what's going on with the racism, dealing with racism and shit like that. How to deal, politics. It's not just what's going on in Washington. Because I always said, the worst motherfucking politicians is at your job.
I agree.
And the shit and the politics that these folks at the job play now, they can put these motherfuckers in Washington to shame. Like, well, I'm not gonna get in there. I'll talk about that off here. But if I can be socially aware, if I can know how to keep my business out of the public eye, you all can too. That's why I say I don't delve too much in your personal life is what it's called for a reason. Personal.
Yeah. I agree.
If I want to share what's going on in my personal life, that's me.
I agree.
I don't share them. Very seldom I share some things like we go on YouTube. Like I share some stuff about, something like with moms and stuff and all the other shit going, like stuff like that. See, that's where I get my staying out the public eye from. She don't like being in the public eye that much, because Because she says she don't follow, like, with her having red nice pigtails, say she listens to what's being said. Like I read something to her about some jackass made a comment on my pastor's Facebook page. Now, and I got control of that. I said it to where I can post some stuff on there, but I can't reply to shit or wherever else and stuff like that. And with his news feed, I don't even pay attention to news feed. But somebody had nerve to say something about, now I don't need to be posting shit on his page and everything, all like this and that. I told my mom about it. Her response to that, she told me, said, man, they can go fuck themselves.
I agree.
Yeah, they got a problem about me. You have control of the page and the page still being up. You tell them come holler at me.
I agree.
So, but we all got to start being socially aware of what the fuck going on, folks. Real talk. We got to be socially aware. You know, enough with the fuckboy shit, the coon and shit, the Jimmy, as I was detailing you about what happened several weeks ago. The dumb, all the dumb nigga shit that go on that people applaud and stuff. Man, ain't nobody got time for all that, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, we're about to be, I know I'm about to be 40. Jimmy got a long ways to go, and he ain't too far from that. But some of y'all are too old to be acting stupid.
I agree.
That's real talk. Y'all too old to be acting stupid. Y'all, some of these motherfuckers some of these motherfuckers I know today make me and Jimmy look bad at our age brackets, man. It's like,
yes.
Damn. Shit. You a great grandmama at 38? What the fuck?
Oh shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, damn.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody I know in particular that's a great grandmama at 38. But I was just being funny. That was a Bernie Mac line. But hell no, ain't nobody I know that's a great grandma at 38. But got some grandmamas that's 38 and all this other little shit.
I agree.
Yeah, the grandmamas I remember was at the age of like 60-something years old, 70.
Yeah.
Now we got them at what, 50, 40, my age. Shit.
Yeah.
So, other than that, Jimmy, anything you like to add on from all that, man?
Man, great show. And I would like to say this, man. With this NFL new rule with the NFL, talking about players, if they kneel, they get a 15-yard penalty. I think, regardless of race or whatever, people should call that out. People should call that because that's a violation of the Constitution. They want to put these black players in check. And go read the book $40 Million Slave or $1 Million Slave. I think that's what it is. Go read that book. That's a pretty good read in itself. But the NFL has showed their asses. The NFL has showed they don't give a fuck about police brutality. All they give a fuck is go play the game of football. And I'm a big Tennessee Titans fan, but at this point, you won't ever see me look at an NFL game until they change that fucking rule. For sure. I won't even take a peep at the game because that is violating people's constitution. Regardless of how you feel about the flag or how you feel about police violence, people's constitutional rights should not be violated at this point, regardless of race, color, gender, greed, whatever the hell you want to call it. So people need to call that out across the line. And I'm telling all black people, call up the NFL's officers and call them out and tell them and let the NFL know you won't get a dime from me, you won't get a view from me until you change that fuck shit ass rule and violating people's constitutional rights for standing for the flag. How the fuck you gonna tell me you standing for the fucking flag? Well, some people make the argument, hey, this is a private organization. You're still an employer and you should still uphold the rights of people. So that's my take from that, man. And everybody, y'all enjoy y'all Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm saying I agree with that on what Jimmy JSmoove said. And hey, Jimmy, that's the book I'm going to find too. Look for it on Amazon or something. You said a $40 million slave or $1 million slave?
I think it's a $1 million slave or $40 million slave. I know Tariq Nasheed have cross-referenced that book, but I've read bits and pieces of it, and it's very powerful on how NBA owners, other sports owners, basically enslave these athletes and stuff like that. and if they rock the boat in terms of social issues, certain people in the NBA are allowed to rock the boat to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen what happened with Craig Hodges as well as
Yeah.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, which is originally named Chris Jackson. If you're an
Mm-hmm.
LSU fan, so when people, that's a good read, real for real.
And speaking of that, Jimmy, on that lighter note, let me add this other editorial comment as well. Another thing, what I say, I think what I problem with just mainly black society in general, we don't fucking read. Well, let me say this. There are a lot of things that that black people don't know how to be or do. And I'm going to say this: we don't know how to be racist. That's a given. Okay, we know how to be prejudiced, but we don't know how to be racist. We don't read. We don't take the time and sit down and read something to kind of open up our mind. Yeah, we still, but because we're afraid to lose our common sense. That's like it was something like it was a knock on me. Like somebody said, Craig got a lot of book sense, but I got common sense, but ain't got no common sense. That's bullshit. And, there's a difference between the two, and I know how to use either. You know how to use both of them. We don't read and we don't listen. We don't listen, or let alone or follow, or we have a failure to launch as far as following directions or instructions go.
I need to make one correction on that. It is the $40 Million Slaves by William C. Roden. That's the exact book of the thing, but it's a good read. I didn't read the whole thing, but I've read bits and pieces of it. It's a very powerful book.
Let me write that down. You said $40 million slave
by William C. Roden. Yeah, I was researching it as I was on the computer. So yeah, it's the $40 Million Slave by William C. Roden.
I didn't get that. Yeah, but I'm not. And you probably, when I'm posting on Facebook and folks will be probably saying, "Oh, Craig knocking black people." No, I'm not knocking black people. I'm just telling the truth, and everybody knows it. We don't know how to be racist because we can be prejudiced as fuck. We don't read enough. We don't listen, and we don't. I guess it all falls in part of following as far as listening goes. And we don't know how to follow we don't know how to follow directions. Because Jimmy, if you tell someone, hey man, don't, like if you tell somebody, hey, don't move this and that, don't drive my car here and there or whatever, and this and that without my permission, they're gonna fucking do it. They're gonna fucking do it anyway. Cause they got that mentality like, man, fuck you. I'm gonna do the fuck I want. They say, get that dismissed like, I ain't gonna do it. But then next thing you know, you step outside, you're gonna go meet you a nice little honey or whatever. And probably get lucky at night. You look outside, your fucking car gone. Yeah. Like, where the fuck my car? And then you gotta call your honey, let them know they late. You're gonna be late and shit. And then your new car pulling up, smelling like fucking weed and whatever, and all that other little shit. Like, I thought I told you don't take my car. Yeah, you did, but I said, man, fuck it anyway. See, that's how we are.
Yeah.
See, if we know how to do, if people, yes, blacks in general, and mainly our people and everybody else, if we know how to do all those things better, hey, we would be better people. I ain't gonna say we ain't gonna be perfect. We're gonna be far from perfect. Maybe we will get talked about less. A lot. I had to ask a friend, like a friend of mine would tell me, oh, I saw that episode of by the way, new season Unsung up. Like, I was telling somebody I watched the episode of Unsung the other day about Matume. Okay. I was using Matume for example, which was a good one, by the way, Jimmy. Look that up. That was a good one.
Yeah.
What was that episode I watched? Because it hit it. This is about 3 years ago. I'm trying to remember. I'll just say the Unsung Hollywood episode on Red Fox. It had just came out. Buddy my nerd tell me, I already seen that. How the fuck you gonna see something that just came out? It been out. When it been out? I don't know, but I just see. Don't play me stupid. And that's the entire jail rule with me. Don't play me stupid. And see, you know, if we know how to, if we can do all the following things in this part of society as a whole, we can be better off. If we learn how to stop being precious toward one another, if we learn how to read more, if we learn how to follow directions and listen.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of less, you can have a lot of less, quote unquote, have a lot of less dumbass people in this world today than we do now. Because like I said about a friend of mine, I told him you told her to listen to the podcast. Talking about, well, I stopped there because it was too long. Podcasts are meant to be fucking too long. I said, well, okay, well, I'll just tell you where to start, where to hit it at the start market, where it all started. That way you can listen.
Yeah.
You know, it just you know, and it's like, you know, it just pisses me off with these punk ass folks today that don't want to do all this shit. Folks post up all their Facebook stories about their new house and shit. Let's just be real. You ain't work hard for that new house.
Yeah. I agree.
You know, you take it, you know, you got folks taking vacations, but, and see, again, I question perspective. You work a decent, damn good job. You hitting folks up for money because you hollering you're broke, you need a bill paid, but yet you going on a vacation to be somewhere.
I agree.
What's your perspective? And people have to improve on their perspective a little bit. So if we all as a society do them following things, if we learn how to listen, if we read more, if we follow directions and instructions more, if we learn how to stop being prejudiced more, hey, we'd be better people.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and by the way, I'm gonna make that little plug. $40 million Jimmy recommends you people, folks, check out $40 million Slave. I'm gonna go on Amazon after I get off this and make me a run the stores. I ain't got fucking hungry and shit. I ain't doing no cooking till tomorrow. I recommend you guys check that book out because I'm gonna be on Amazon looking for that, putting that in my shopping cart. And when I get some money, boom, I'm gonna have it sent there and then be reading that.
Yeah.
And other than that, I'd like to thank my guest, Jimmy JSmoove, representing born and raised in 901, representing 832. Y'all know how you do, and if y'all don't, shame on you. You guys have yourselves enjoy your little 3-day weekend while you can, and for the ones that sadly have to work that Monday night, enjoy your few little hours and whatnot. Once again, this is Craig Smith II, born and raised in the 773, relocated to the 901 and trying my best to hold it down here to 256. Episode 13, hopefully Sunday, will be our NBA Finals, will be the talk of the first game of the NBA Finals and other happenings that may go on through the week.
Yes,
so bank on it, book it, go down. If you live down in Tunica, Robertsville, Mississippi, go down and put your bet on it, make book on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I am going to say this. When LeBron loses, if LeBron loses tonight, if he loses today, I will consider myself a Rhodes Scholar because I, along with Jim McBride, have been making bold predictions and we've been on the money. Because when LeBron James loses tonight, or if he happens to make it in the finals, and he loses in the finals, I want you people to hit me up and say, hey, Craig, LeBron James is in the finals. Because guess what? When you come up to me and if I remember your face, if you live in the South Haven, Mississippi, or you live in Memphis, Tennessee, walk up to me, shake my hand. If you fellas shake my hand, if you female and a nice female at that, give me a kiss and say, hey, Craig, LeBron James is at the finals. I'm going to buy you a beer and a steak dinner because I'm going to guarantee it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So with that being said, Jimmy JSmoove Network, tune in, subscribe to this channel. If you haven't, you better. It's Craig S2 signing off and give a grub on. Peace out.
Peace out, dog.